I feel like what's unfair about this is they knew about it before filming.
Disney.
This isn't new information. Yeah, this isn't new information. They mightn't have seen the video, but like that's kind of up to them. Welcome to So Much Crime, So Little Time. I'm Dee.
And I'm Jeff, and this is a special episode of our show. We were planning to release our episode on who replaced Avril Lavigne. We're going to put that one off for a little bit because there was a news story that we wanted to cover. We wanted to talk about the Bachelorette and specifically the story of Taylor Frankie Paul. I have never seen the Bachelorette or the other show that she's on, which is called
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Did you do any research for this, Jeff?
I swear I did. I actually did read a couple of articles, but none of them sunk in. But what I thought we could do here is Dee is an expert in the Bachelorette, the Bachelor series, and the Mormon, what is it called?
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And so I'm going to learn a little bit about this story and about these shows. And so this will just be a quick episode where we talk about this story and then and that's it. So Dee,
I love that you called me an expert in this. I'm not sure if I would say I'm an expert or just that like I watch these things.
Well,
But
Dee,
anyway,
so
go first.
this story just broke last week as of when we're recording this, and I know the new season of The Bachelorette was supposed to premiere on Sunday, March 22nd, just a couple of days ago. But it did not.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives new season aired like 2 weeks ago. And so much of it is like the run up, everyone finding out, Taylor Frankie Paul like announcing that she's going to be the new Bachelorette.
So
that's all happening at the moment.
I know this sort of from you and from my wife and from various other people who watch one or both of these shows. Was this sort of a big deal that she was going to be on The Bachelorette? Or is this normal?
So no, it was a pretty big deal. So one of the big reasons I think why it was a big deal is like it was a crossover of the franchise that had never really happened before. So you're taking the main person, the reason Secret Lives of Mormon Wives became what it is, and MomTok, the group that they're in, became what it is down to Taylor Frankie Paul. And a different scandal that she was involved in, a swinging scandal.
Wait, what?
So there was a group, they had formed this group called MomTok that used to do like dancing videos, and they started to get some followers, etc.
On TikTok.
And then on TikTok, sorry. And then Taylor Frankie Paul came out to say basically that all of the people in MomTok or like a good group of them, whatever way she framed it, were swingers, and Mormons claim to be this and the other, but self-righteous and blah blah blah. Not the case. They were all swinging, they were all like sharing partners, and this blew things up. And then all of a sudden everyone was like interested in MomTok, and then all of a sudden they had this show.
So that predates the show.
Yeah.
How long has the show been on? For a few years?
We're on season 4, but the most interesting thing I think about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives that I find most interesting is like they don't seem to stop filming. So, one season ends and then the next season begins so quickly after, but that season is like leading up to the reunion of the previous season. So like there is no downtime. So it's like they're trying to just capitalize on this momentum.
Wait, but you said Taylor.
There is no break.
Taylor Frankie Paul, is she at the center of that show? Like, she's pretty prominent in that show?
Yeah, she was like the leader of MomTok.
Why would she want to be on The Bachelorette?
I don't understand the question.
Okay, well, I guess I have two questions. One is, why would anyone want to be on The Bachelorette other than, I guess, maybe just for fame?
Yeah, I mean, she's struggled with relationships over the years, and she often speaks about wanting to find someone and how hard she finds it to find someone. So, the line, I'm sure, is I want to find someone, and this is a great way to do it.
So, okay, and we should get to the reason why this was canceled. So this was canceled because a video came out last week
Yeah.
But it wasn't a new video, right? This is from
Yeah,
years
so this
ago.
is like this is one of the most interesting components, I think, of this whole thing. So years ago, actually, on the show, I think maybe in the first episode, definitely one of the first few episodes, you see Taylor getting arrested.
Wait.
She's clearly drunk.
Okay. All right.
She's clearly drunk, and she's had a big fight with her then partner, Dakota. And she like gets arrested, and the rest of MomTok are like, don't want anything to do with her for a good while because of her behavior. She's gone wild, blah, blah, blah. And then she cleans up her act. Then she gets pregnant with this guy. Then she finds out he's been cheating on her.
Wait, this is a different guy.
So she kind of...
Same guy.
Dakota. So they have this like real on again, off again, like seem like really toxic situation. Neither of them seem to respect the other one really fully. Yeah, they're on again, off again the whole time.
But wait, they have a daughter who...
A son. The daughter that was in the video is not Dakota's daughter.
Oh.
She has 2 or 3 kids.
Okay, this is hard to follow.
From a previous marriage.
Wait, so
This is hard to follow?
When the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives started, she had been arrested, or she gets arrested while they're filming. So that's a part of that show. So that's not news that she was arrested.
Nope.
She was arrested, but Dakota was not arrested. She was arrested for what? Do we know what she was arrested for?
Sorry, she has a son and a daughter, both from her ex-husband.
Okay.
And then she also has a son with Dakota, who she's in this video with, who I was speaking about and who was involved in the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Okay. And actually, I just found it. So she was charged with assault, criminal mischief, and domestic violence in the presence of a child. This is in 2023.
Yeah.
And so, but this video wasn't known before. Like we, the public, had not seen this video.
Yeah, I mean, it hadn't been released yet. Like, I'm sure ABC, I'm sure they do some form of like background check. They knew it was there. The timing of the release is really suspect.
What do you think happened? Do you think this was like...
I think Dakota probably released it.
So Dakota was filming this. So we watched this video, which is out there on the internet. And it's like a 3-minute video of Dakota filming with his phone while she is... I mean, they're in a fight. She is attacking him, throwing bar stools at him, screaming. He says she's drunk in the video. I mean, it's...
Yeah, she sounds like she's slurring and stuff. Like, she sounds like she's drunk.
And, you know, the video sort of picks up in the middle of the fight. We don't really know. I don't know. Do we know what happened before that?
We don't. And that's the thing, like the release, I think that Taylor's like side have put out is that this it's without context. Which definitely before reading it, I often think like there's a few cases that we've covered in this podcast of domestic violence where like someone fighting back and you're kind of like, okay, yeah, it's easy to say, you know, don't kill someone, don't attack someone, but if someone's been doing something for years and we've had this discussion before, and we don't need to have it again.
That's what
so
Taylor
I
is
assumed
saying, that she was the victim of abuse and violence, and this was her fighting back. That's the story.
Yeah,
that's her story.
That's the story.
But can I ask why? Okay, and this is my ignorance of The Bachelorette. Let me ask this. Okay, first, basic question about The Bachelorette. The Bachelorette, as I understand it, is the same as The Bachelor. It's the same show, just gender switched. In The Bachelorette, it's a woman. In this case, it was going to be Taylor, Frankie Paul, and a bunch of men.
30 men.
30. Okay. And that's like the competition, right? Like she's picking one of them to marry. Did they get married in the end?
The idea is they'll get engaged by the end.
Okay. Why? And this is a Disney show. It's ABC Disney. Is it unprecedented for them to have someone on the show who has this sort of background? Is that weird?
This sort of background being
like involved in this
reality TV show?
No, well,
or involved in this case?
Both.
With the other reality TV show, I haven't heard of it, or I don't know about it. I haven't watched every season of The Bachelor, Bachelorette. I've only watched a few actually, but But no, not normal. And that I think the show, Bachelor and Bachelorette, was so big for a number of years. And then it just started like dropping. Like people just stopped being interested in it.
Okay.
And so I think that this was part of like a revival of it. Like I was like, if Taylor Frankie Paul is going to be the Bachelorette, I need to watch this because this is going to be messy. Like this is going to be entertainment. So
because of her,
like
because you've watched her on this other show.
Yeah. Like she's not going to hold back. Like you've never watched The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, have you?
I think I've seen like one episode and it made my brain hurt and I stopped watching. It was The Bachelor. I watched an episode of The Bachelor and the women.
Yeah, like it was.
Yeah, I had a bad experience.
I felt like I feel like it just feels so surface level, so like Love is Blind. Don't know if you've ever watched it, but like they end up like living together and they end up like at least they're getting into like somewhat into like their feelings, whatever. This is just so, their conversations are all so like surface level and cliche and like American.
Well, okay.
Like,
sure.
It's just so, I don't know.
But let me ask you this. You've watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I've got it now. 10th time's the charm.
Look at you. Look at you go.
I have been in the room while that show has been on. I've probably seen a total of maybe an hour of it.
Mm-hmm.
How different is that? It feels like it's a lot of women like...
Oh, no. It's so different.
Okay.
That's like them all getting in a room together, them all having like messy situations going on. Like they're talking to each other, they're leaning on each other. Like the Mormon aspect comes into things often.
Yes.
And then they're like, someone does something to feck someone else over and it's not even really the same as watching like one of the Real Housewives franchises, which are like very much, you have to respect the fourth wall, blah, blah, blah. Like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives are like, you're just in it for the clout. You're in it for the cameras. You want to blah, blah, blah. Like it's just very like rough and ready nearly.
Yeah. The thing that sticks out because it was something I'd never seen on any TV show before, part of the episode I saw. So first of all, there was a lot of shouting and people being mean to each other. But I saw part of an episode where they played pregnancy test roulette. Like they all took pregnancy tests and one of them was pregnant. And one person had been trying to get pregnant for a long time. Yeah, there were hurt feelings. There were a lot of emotions. What's the Mormon part of this show? Like this, how is this a show about Mormons? The whole idea was like they're breaking like the mold of what like a Mormon wife should be. Okay. There's no like polygamy element to this, although swinging, I guess, is a version of polygamy. Yeah. There's none so far. Well, there's that other show that my wife also watched about the guy with the 3 wives. What's that one called? Sister Wives? Sister Wives. They're Mormon, but they're like excommunicated Mormons because the Mormons officially, for the record, today, don't allow that. Polygamy. Yes. How does the Mormon Church feel about, maybe you don't know this, how does the Mormon Church feel about this show? Oh, I presume they hate it. I have no idea. I can't feel like this makes them look good. No. I mean, it might make them like people know a little bit more about Mormonism. Maybe that helps get more people in. Sure. Okay. Wait, so you were going to watch The Bachelorette. Like you saw that she was on. You're like, I'm here for, you weren't otherwise, like if it had been any other person, you wouldn't have watched The Bachelorette. Nah, no. Like I did years ago, but it's very long. 30. I mean, 30 minutes. Long. I know. Like one episode could be like an hour and a half long. And I'm just like, oh God, can't be dealing with that now. Okay. So anyway, this video came out. They've canceled The Bachelorette. I saw one headline that said this could just be the end of the series as a whole. Like it may just... Well, I think because this was like really their like last ditch attempt. But then we also were talking briefly before recording about that the men so they filmed the whole season. They filmed part of the season, and there's a talk that the men who are the contestants on the show may sue ABC or Disney over it getting canceled and not getting aired. How do you feel about that? I mean, I can understand it. Like a lot of people are saying like, oh, like the men are probably raging because like they were out for their clout or they're like
increase their influencer status online or whatever. Yeah, but they also like worked at it like for however many weeks they were filming and blah blah blah, and I don't know.
Do you think
I don't know about suing, like, I mean, again, that feels very American.
Well, yeah, it is. Do you think Taylor, Frankie Paul, so again, I feel like we probably don't and maybe never know the whole story of what went on, but I mean, you know a lot about her from watching her on that show. Do you think she's being treated fairly here?
The India Times. The Times of India.
It's a big story. Yeah, do you think she was treated fairly here so far?
I have kind of conflicting thoughts, because I feel like what's unfair about this is they knew about it before filming.
Disney.
This isn't new information. Yeah, this isn't new information. They mightn't have seen the video, but like that's kind of up to them, I think, to do their due diligence.
Her arrest wasn't a secret. It was in the show.
No. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that. Okay. Was she a controversial pick? Like, is this a part of her narrative, or is this just sort of like background noise?
No, not for like others. Like, I mean, I do think like her messiness was probably part of it, because she would have been a very, like, as I said, like entertaining Bachelorette.
Okay.
But I don't think the arrest was part of it.
Okay.
It's one of those things. It's like they're not cancelling it because of their empathy toward domestic violence or domestic abuse, because they knew about that. They are cancelling it because the video came out and people don't like the video.
Can you say more about that?
Well, like, they knew about the video. They knew about the charge. They knew about the incident. Again, they should have known about the video, and if they didn't, that's their fault. So they're fine with moving ahead the whole time until this video comes out. And then once the video comes out and people see it and people don't like it, they have to pull it. They've no choice.
Okay, so we just watched the video before we started recording. What do you think, having seen the video? Like, what's your reaction to the video?
I mean, the video is horrendous. Like, it's absolutely horrendous. Like, there's no world in which someone can defend what happened in the video. Mostly, like, the most horrendous thing is that her daughter's there.
Right. Yeah.
It does say like that her daughter was hit by a chair. I didn't see that in the video, but I did hear the daughter cry. Mm-hmm. It was clear that, to me anyway, it seemed pretty clear that Taylor was drunk, and it seemed pretty clear that her daughter was upset. And that's like really upsetting. They were having an argument, and she was physical, and yeah, like particularly throwing chairs, like don't be doing that. And this is 3 years ago. She's been charged. She's gone through whatever sentencing she had. I think she had to go through like addiction counseling and maybe anger management or something like that. So she's gone through this. She's worked, so far as I've seen from the last few seasons, at getting better.
So there hasn't been
managing herself.
This is sort of an isolated incident, as far as we know.
As far as we know, and so I feel that like that part to me feels unfair because they knew about it. Do you know what I mean? Everyone knew about it.
Can I ask a super cynical question?
Yeah.
Do you think the fight in the video, like all of that, was just to get more attention for MomTok and the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
I doubt it. I mean, I don't think her daughter would be there if that would be the case. Well, a bit more curated.
I know that question sounds kind of awful, but I guess the other thing that I come into this with is when this story first broke a few days ago, and I mentioned it, I was talking about it with my wife. The thing that she said was, from watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, was that she was always saying throughout that show, "Where are their children?" Like these women.
Well, her kids can't be filmed on the show. Taylor Frankie Paul's.
Well, that's a simple answer to her point, but I don't think she means like they weren't on camera. I think she means like if they were there, who was watching their children? Like what? and presumably these women are all, I guess that was my other takeaway from the little bit of the show. These women seem to be rich, comfortably rich is the impression they give off. I guess they live in Utah. Do they live in Utah?
Yeah.
Where
They live in Utah. One of them is really rich, like really wealthy.
Okay.
Jesse. And the others seem to be, I don't know, stable, but like they don't live in. It's not like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills where you've got a mansion and like a house manager and like gates and Porsches and all that kind of stuff.
They do seem to have enough money to all look the same. This is the thing that
they don't look the same.
Oh, okay. I can't.
You've seen two of them that look the same.
No. I saw them all standing around when they did the pregnancy thing, and I couldn't tell which one. They all have the same face and the same hair and the same stuff.
Well, they do all go to the same hair person, although that was another issue last year because one of them has like a hair business.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have to litigate the entire Secret Lives of Mormon Wives show. I think. I guess any other thing else that you feel like is important for us to talk about with this case?
No, I'm intrigued to see how it's going to go because like the whole thing is like, is this going to be the end of MomTok? Is this going to be the end of Secret Lives of Mormon Lives?
So MomTok is like their TikTok.
Yeah.
They're big on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
This core group of women. And then that came first, and then that turned into this show. And then and this one, and is she the biggest star of the group?
I'd say is the most well known. One of the other people on it, Whitney, has just done a stint in Broadway. Doing Roxy Hart.
All right.
Which I feel like anyone who's involved in this will go on to do. Like if they're going to Broadway, they're doing Roxy Hart.
Wait, what is Roxy Hart?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Yeah, that fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But like it's just a mess. Like it's so messy. The dads now, or all, the partners included, are all like have started a dad talk.
Of course. Okay.
Which I just think is so sad.
Wait, so what happened to Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Is that show canceled too? But
she's not the main person in it.
But isn't her being on The Bachelorette a part of that show? Or was?
Yeah. Like the whole of this season that I'm watching is like them getting all excited, her going on to Call Her Daddy
oh, sure.
podcast to announce it. Like it's a whole thing.
What a world. Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what? Escapism is real.
I don't know what else to say about this. I feel like we've covered it. Did we cover it?
I think we covered it. Like, I mean, this is a really high story. As I said, I saw it like on the Times of India news cycle. It's in Ireland. Like people at home are messaging me about it. It's everywhere.
I think so. I think to your earlier point, I think that obviously the most tragic part of this is the children.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also just sort of fascinating in terms of these people who basically live to be famous, like for being famous, and kind of how they put their lives on display. And when bad stuff happens, this is affecting all these people associated with. I mean, there's also like we talked about the men on The Bachelorette, but like The Bachelorette also like there's a bunch of people who have jobs because of that show, right? Like there's all these ripple effects when a show just has to get canceled at the very last minute. Yeah, I don't know. This is a crazy story.
So for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 5, so season 4 has just been released, but season 5 filming had already started because of course it did.
Sure.
It's been put on pause.
So this
was allegedly initiated by fellow cast members who wanted to halt filming until Paul's situation was sorted out.
Wow.
So it's a story that we're getting more and more information about as it goes. No doubt there will be an interview or, a documentary about this in, months to come.
You don't think that she will just quietly disappear?
It doesn't seem likely. No. I will say I was laughing a lot when I got a message from you with this article being like, we should cover this. I was just like, things I don't expect Jeff to say.
I saw this as an opportunity to learn about something that I know our audience is interested in, and I know almost nothing about.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I think it's good for you to learn, you know. You can't sometimes you can get blinded by all your degrees, and I think it's important for you to allow yourself to be immersed in a world that you don't quite understand.
Now that we have talked about it and I have learned, do I feel good? No, I do not. I do not feel good. I feel worse.
Pop quiz. What is the full name of the person at the center of this scandal?
Taylor Frankie Paul.
Excellent. Ding, ding, ding. What was her partner's name?
Dakota. Probably has a last name.
Ding, ding, ding.
Not Paul?
Yeah.
Something else.
Mortensen or something like that.
Oh, Mortensen. I saw that, yeah. MomTok. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. The Bachelorette.
Yes.
No further questions.
That's all you really need to know.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
All right, before we go, thank you for listening to this special coverage of this story about Taylor Frankie Paul and The Bachelorette. If you have thoughts, leave us a comment. We are very curious what you, our listeners, think about this story, about our discussion on it. Also, while you're there, be sure to give us a rating if you haven't yet. 5 stars, Apple, Spotify, wherever you are. We love that.
And don't forget, we're on patreon.com/so much crime, so little time. Join us there if you'd like to support us. We'd love to have you.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening to this episode.
Thanks. See you next time. So Much Crime, So Little Time is a production of MindGov Media. The executive producer is Paxton Calariso. Our associate producer is Blythe Ty. Theme music was composed by Vyacheslav Starostin. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to this show in your podcast app. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating and a review. Even better, tell your friends. To join the discussion, look for us on social media. Check out the show notes for all the links. Thanks for listening.